Hey, this is Lynn. I'm here with my Desk Crit 2. Going to talk to you about the brand new idea that I have. I've completely changed it since the first Desk Crit. So I'm going to be talking to you about preparing our small group facilitators at the college that I work for, which is the Augusta University of Georgia Medical Partnership. So a little bit about us. We're a four-year campus. We offer a doctoral of medicine degree. We're affiliated with the Augusta University Medical College of Georgia. We have a very different curriculum than the Augusta main campus. We have a systems-based spiral curriculum that takes our students in the first 2 years through the organ systems twice, and there are other layers to that as well. That's not important to what I'm talking about, but we have a small class size, 40 students per class, and we focus on case-based and discovery learning. And one of the ways that we do that is through small group learning. We also have simulations and hospital experiences at a very early point in the medical education program. So what I'm focused on for this project is the small group learning aspect. So in small groups, we have about 8 students paired with both a PhD and an MD, and they go through clinical cases, authentic clinical cases that highlight the basic science and clinical concepts that they're learning in that given week. So it's a really great setup. It's actually, small group learning is not really a new thing for medical education, but what is new about it is how you employ it within the medical education curriculum. And so what we're doing in small group learning, where we're trying to bring those two pieces of information together, or all of this information together, and synthesize it all for the students to make those connections, that's really a newer phenomenon. So that's what we're focused on. The problem that we've run into at this point is that the majority of our facilitators have never done this before. A lot of them have been with us for 7 years, since we opened back in 2010, but we also have new facilitators coming in all the time, and they constantly talk about how they're unprepared for this role. What does it mean to be a facilitator, and how am I supposed to navigate this? How can I best have the students learn? How do we have consistency across the teams? And what we haven't really done is give them any sort of faculty development opportunities or any kind of on-ramping when they first start. We just kind of throw them in there and hope for the best. We do provide them with resources, but it's just written resources. It's not any sort of interaction. It's not practice with the role. None of that. So what we're trying to do now to address this problem is actually in the office that I work for, the Office for Curriculum, and then the Office for Medical Education, is we're trying to develop a training program, an ongoing training program for these faculty that would be faculty driven, and it's rooted in the idea of a community of practice, where you get everyone invested in what it is that they're doing and the role that they're playing towards these students' education. The current layout of that is a workshop series that is based on faculty feedback, what it is that they want in that moment. So they're dynamic, and the point of it is to offer those practice opportunities that are adaptable to the situation, to the context. And what I was thinking when, not too long ago, as far as this project is concerned, is there are some things that are static. They're not going to change. What does it take to be a good small group facilitator? So qualities of an effective facilitator is really where I'm focused at right now, as far as developing this online tutorial. And it's something that the facilitators can go through before we start the workshop and begin to understand those skills, and then within the workshop learn how to apply them. So the whole idea behind this is that we'd be equipping our facilitators with the skills. So how do I do this? And then the workshops themselves would be an opportunity to learn when to do this. When is the best time to bring out this skill, or ask this question, or when do I stay silent? When do I address conflict? Those kinds of things would happen in person, but the actual skill building itself and skill recognition can come in the form of this training module. So the idea is that if we equip our facilitators to be the best facilitator that they can be, that would increase the cognitive skills, the thinking and learning of our students. So here's the general layout that I have right now, and it's based on the International Medical Association for Medical Education, AMEE, Guide to Effective Small Group Learning. So what the Storyline project is going to go through are the skills for our facilitators for asking questions, listening, responding, explaining, opening and closing a session or a series of sessions, and the preparation required to do that. And there are a number of pieces underneath this. I just thought that it was already providing a nice chunking for learning these bits and pieces as you go, and then also being able to revisit them. If you have a situation that you are faced with, then you can go back into this tutorial and figure out what's the best way to respond. So the idea is to use authentic video of our small groups, to embed this in there in the actual training module, and ask questions, and put the facilitator who's training on the spot. What would you do next? And make it that kind of interactive training that we've never really had before. And then again, to prepare them to come into the workshops knowing what's expected of them. So that's where I'm at right now. I feel like leagues behind everybody else because I haven't even touched Storyline. So, and I'm sorry, this is longer than 5 minutes, but that's where I'm at. Any feedback would be greatly appreciated as far as the flow, the order of, making it more, dynamic and more interactive. That would be great. So thank you.